usual. Hello there, and welcome to episode 92 of my series where I try to play the towns, cities and urban areas of Norway to perfection on Geoguessr, that is, achieving a score of 25,000 points for each game. Today we have made it to the south coast of Norway, or at least very close to it, to a tiny town. It was long considered Norway's smallest town in area, to the town of Stavern. Now Stavern is an old harbour which has had settlement since probably antiquity. It's been first mentioned in written sources in the 1100s, and has had well, it's basically a very good harbour. So it has been a station for harbour pilots and a lot of shipping, and it was also a central port to the navy for 200 years or so, and was actually the last town in Norway to receive a town charter, which happened back in 1943. It since lost its town charter when the commune of Stavern was merged with the commune of Larvik, of Hedrum and Kjølling and Brundanes. Sort of was this whole big area here turned into one huge commune, and Larvik, being the big town in this area, maintained its city privileges, while Stavern was stripped of its town status. Then there was a relaxation in the rules of what could be considered a town legally in Norway. Happened back in the late 1990s, and they declared it was the parish priest read a declaration in the square of the town in 1996 saying that Stavern is functioning as a town, is considered a town, and shall from now on also be called and named a town. So the local politicians thought that was a good idea, so they all followed suit, and then made Stavern into a town again. So there's just shy of 6,000 people living in Stavern, and 5,900-ish, and it's a very pleasant summer town and seaside town. It's got some lovely beaches in the area here, and yeah. I've been to Stavern a few times, but it's been many years ago since I last was there, so I'm fairly sure that I won't recognize anything except possibly the very downtown area, if we ever get there, which we never seem to do in this series. So let's have a look at Stavern. Stavern is one of those names that's lost in antiquity. The first part, stav, means staff, but ern, possibly from Erni, and people have no idea what it means. So it's that old. So let's see. Yes, can we please load properly? Well, there we go. And, well, that's quite the harbour. That over there is a memorial for, I think, Norwegian sailors that were lost at sea during the First World War. And possibly, I think they also extended the roll, or the lists of people included there with the sailors that also lost their lives during the Second World War. At least I think that's the hall, the memorial hall. Okay, so this is definitely a guest harbour. Tærnevend Turn Road. So that's got to be over here or what? No, wait a minute. We can see. So the memory hall is down here, memorial hall. So that's got to mean we got to be. Could we? So no. Okay. So that's interesting. We had a Risøy road up in Tromsdal yesterday, and here we got the Risøy road again. Not that Risøy is a terribly uncommon name for an island in Norway. Ris could mean, well, it sounds like rice, but in Norwegian, but it's not. It's actually ris is a bundle of twigs or well, bushes, brush growing on the ground. It's not a term that is commonly used anymore, but so I think we must. No, we can't be here. And okay, this has me confused. This has me very confused. So now looking eastwards. And the hall is, if that is indeed the hall, and I do believe it is, it's almost straight south, and there's a bridge. It's interesting that there are no street names here. And let's see, so that's a memory hall. No, it can't be. I must be wrong. I must be really wrong about something here. No, wait a minute. Here we are. Here we are. Here's the turn road. Ah, man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So how does that work with the southwards theory? Yes, slightly south, so slightly west by south. Cool beans. Then we are finally getting some progress here. So we are. We're up here, aren't we? Looking west. Almost smack on the corner of this building. There. Yes, good enough. Next one. Well, that took a little more faffing than it ought to. Yeah, Stavern is one of those towns that ends rather abruptly. So you go almost from instant downtown into the countryside. At least that's my memory of the place. From when I was last there in the 1980s. There's an atelier on Agnes Brygge and Agnes Allé. So the Agnes Pier and and Agnes Alley. An alley in Norwegian is not an alley or an allé in Norwegian is not an alley in English. An allé is lined by trees. Okay, but this should be possible to find. So, what directions are we looking? That's north, and we are definitely west of the town. There's Brunla allé. Knapli Skytter. So Brunla allé is the Agnes Road. So if we got the Agnes Road, but then it says Agnes Brygge, Pier / Quayside, Smart Logger, Old Agnes, Agnes Torg, that's the Agnes Marketplace. So here's Agnes. Let's see. So this is art in the Ocean Park. It still doesn't make a lot of sense with what I'm seeing. So Old Agnes. No, it can't be there. Are we here then? No. This Agnes Brygge, it says. This is a bit of a humdinger. Let's see, move west, and then we go. Yeah. Should be must have been over here. There's some horrible misalignment with some layers here. But okay, so we're a bit after this thing straightens out. It's like roughly here. This could turn into another one of those horrible, horrible, horrible things like we experienced in ized. Let's see. And the thing is, well, I can use that building. I can. And that makes me think that placement isn't too bad. Thank goodness me. Okay. Residential area on the outskirts of town. Now, masonry like that in Norway is usually an indicator of the 1960s or 70s. That was very much a feature in a lot of buildings back then. Now, let's see, did it say anything on that sign I saw? This one here. Nope. No. Parking only available to the residents and visitors of the cooperative housing estate. Okay, that's the end of that road. No parking. We'll have to winnow our way out. And I bet all the streets here are called the same. That's often the case with these cooperative housing estates. Skytterveien, I saw that. That's the Rifleman Road. And that was down here. So, oh wow. And that's the Cadet Road. I can't see it, but it is. And let's see. So going back again. Now going around this bend here. And then we got this here being that building, right? Okay, so we are over here, I believe. So it should be here. Some misalignment of the houses here, so I'll go with that. Good. More residential areas, but now we are quite close to the sea, and also I think we're close to the downtown area. Rådhusgaten, City Hall Street. Well, we got to be on Town Hall Street. Okay, so the Town Hall Street is here. Now, then we have this road that joins in with it. No, that's the Town Hall Street, I think. So if that is the Town Hall Street, and then there's a few things that doesn't make quite sense here. So let's See if we can clear it up. Dead end called Liaveien, the slope road. And it's a dead end. That's odd. And this, no name. Yep. Oh, yeah, I think I remember this part of town. And we are in Johan Olsen's Street. Johan Olsen Street. Yes, let's see, what's that then? There's Johan Olsen Street. That's the one we saw going off to the side, and that was ized was leading onto the Town Hall Street. Okay. And that's down there. And so we got some buildings here. Let's see, so there's that, which is probably that green one. Then we have this, which is probably that one. And there's this brown thing, which must be this one. Turn around. We have this tiny building, which is that one. And that happens to be due north. So we are there. Right? Yep. Okay, and then we are... Oh. Yeah, well, this is out at this Agnes place again. Or Agnes. So this here is this red building. Turn around. This thing is not constructed yet, and I don't think I would trust the placement of it anyway. I think that might actually be this thing. Oof. Yeah, we got some issues here. That thing. There's that one. But that doesn't help me any. Because... Well, let's see. So if we say that we're looking there, that puts us there. That's actually not too bad, I think. Let's put it there. Nice. So yeah, that took a little while, but we still got the Stavern plotted down. That one took way too long. But other than that, I'm fairly happy with it. We almost got downtown. Oh, but almost is not good enough when it comes to downtown areas. But that is episode 92 in the bag. And Stavern done. Please check in tomorrow for episode 93. Until then, bye-bye.